It is TV. Welcome to it. I'm Gurule Gonkewo with Chris Bongo and Junior Khanye. This week we're talking all things league title. We're going to have a very short conversation about Kaizer Chiefs, Sundowns, or Orlando Pirates. Who do you think is going to win the league? Who do these men think is going to win the league? We'll talk about that. But of course, as usual, you subscribe, you like, or you dislike, or you disagree. You put it on the comments that you disagree. Maybe you think Bidvest have an outside chance. You know,
where we wanted to go. Why this man is not talking Bidvest?
Mina, you remember Ukavin Han was saying, it's very difficult for us now. They drew against Highlands Park 2 weeks ago, and so it's going to be very difficult for us.
Very, very difficult.
It's going to be very difficult. The players are disappointing us.
I like what you're saying. We're talking about who's going to win the league. Bidvest, they're feeling very disappointed because they can't get home wins, or if they get, it's very
difficult. Every time they go away, they win all the matches.
Orlando Pirates, they've got what any footballer would want to have: momentum. Mamelodi Sundowns, they've got what you cannot buy: experience
and quality.
Kaizer Chiefs, they've got what everybody wish to have, to be on the top,
and points.
Let us say to be on top.
All right. Let's start Sundowns.
It's amazing, but it's
a very good point. Let's start then. We'll talk about each of these three teams. I'm putting my head on the block to say only these three teams we can consider. Okay. And Orlando Pirates is very crazy because when they played Sundowns, remember on the 15th of January we were there in Soweto. One fan was saying, if we keep on winning, we could go closer. And I was laughing at him. I was interviewing him. I was laughing. In my mind, I was like, yeah, and I don't know what the fuck he's on about. But eventually, Pirates kept on winning, and they're now in the top three. Let's talk Sundowns first. Mamelodi Sundowns, their chances of winning their league. They have experience, back-to-back titles. They have the players. They have the quality. They have the coach. Unfortunately, they have a schedule. They have Nedbank Cup. They have Africa.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Sundowns' chances. When you were the first person, I was like, this guy is crazy. He was the first person, even when they were trailing by 12 points, he was like, Sundowns will win the league. Let's talk about that. Why would they win the league?
The reason was very simple. They are unpredictable. Mm-hmm. Everybody at Sundowns, I'm going to fight there's 3 halves. We build up where the starting point. Mm-hmm. You understand? We should be patient. When you go to the middle, but changing the wins. They limit touches.
They pick up
front. They risk. We should up front. Abadlali most you playing wide, I'm playing wide.
Sure.
We should run like in a space call. They can play off the ball. They've got players who can play off the ball. If somebody come near, for example, there must be a third man run in Sundowns.
So if Charlie has the ball and Kekana goes closer to the ball,
doesn't mean Kekana want the ball.
Yeah, there's always a Sereno or a Zwane.
And that confuses anyone. Because Sundowns, anybody can score.
Sure.
But I am worried when you say that, because when you are training, when I was training, we've been taught about the third man running. Yeah. So if you're defending, you can't look at third man, become a problem.
It's true, Chris, but as I'm saying, my brother, if you may see, Sundowns they've been doing it so many years. And remember, our South African players are defenders. They focus where the ball is playing.
Yes.
Forgetting about
remember the games that we've attended with Sundowns. Yeah. All the time, me and you were like, Bible.
Yes,
boom. It's one con. One. It's like a dance or orchestra. When I'm supposed, why would Sundowns win or not win the league?
Why Sundowns will win the league, will not win the league, is because they've got lesser
their
points.
Schedule.
No, forget the schedule.
Okay, the points.
Because Sundowns can win every single game. Still not win the league.
Because if Chiefs wins all their games,
but if he says gonna win all the games, they must win 2 Chiefs as well.
Which means
saying and they're playing Pirates. If Chiefs, you're saying if they can win all the games, they will be Chiefs. The different it means Chiefs if they win, they will be 1 point. But they must play Pirates. They must play Sundowns.
You see that's where my point is. My point of negative is.
It's giving us the angle of why would they would lose the game.
My negative is, Kaizer Chiefs is the only team need to do one thing and one thing only. Keep winning, you're fine.
Yeah.
Mamelodi Sundowns, they've got 2 things: keep winning and the hope
that the other one drops.
No. That I understand.
Okay, right. Let's wrap up then. Why would they win the league? You have just told us why would Sundowns not win the league? Why would they win? Would they win?
Why would Mamelodi Sundowns will win the league? The positive is, they're still the most difficult team to beat in South Africa.
Yeah, true.
And you see how they
For
play.
the past 5 seasons,
See how they
Mamelodi
play.
Sundowns has not yet recorded 10 losses.
There you go.
5 seasons.
There you
Yeah,
go.
true.
There you
Maybe.
go. All right, let's keep it moving.
Okay.
Then. Let's keep it moving. Orlando Pirates.
Orlando Pirates.
They were a joke. Sorry, I just need to say this. They were a joke to me, at least. I will put my hand up and say they were a joke in that they kept on conceding so many goals and not win matches or drawing matches that they're supposed to win. But boom, Joseph Zimbabwe changes their fortunes, and then now they are a title contender. However, they've one game ahead of everyone else.
Somebody will listen to it and say, but what Kuleko is talking about, let's put it in an analytical point, because
Sure.
that's what I do
Yes.
as a job. Orlando Pirates conceded during my young brother Mkwena's time. They conceded 90% of their goals after the 70th minute.
Yeah, true.
That tells me one thing. They were switched off. Why were they switched off? Are they thinking what the coach will say in the change room?
Level of
Did
concentration.
they switch off because they're thinking how their girlfriend will talk about them after the game? I don't know. Since they've got a new coach, they're switched on. They conceded 2 goals after 67th minute. So, but that problem is being solved. Why they will win the league? They've got one every team wants in the league. They've got the momentum.
Yes, they have a top goal scorer. They have
And
players.
they've got...
They have
Remember last season we had only one hat-trick. Huh? It was scored by Musonda.
Mwape Musonda, yes.
This season, the season still have 10 games to go. We already have Mango scoring
a
hat-tricks.
hat-trick as well.
So that tells they've got 2 things. Yes, they've got
Sure.
a goal scorer and they've got momentum. So that's why they're going to win.
That's
the
why
league.
they would win the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Lule,
Like, what do you see as an obstacle for a Pirates? Chris Bongo has told us what is their strong point, why they would win.
Their weakest point, according to me, they are not consistent. In terms,
But for now, though, they've
understand.
been winning now.
They've got less points.
if you may see Nkululeko ngikhuluma manje ngeplay yabo angithi in order for you to score goals if you may see bakorile manje nge-OG against Black Leopards last 10 minutes.
Oh yes, I agree with you with that game.
You understand?
Some people have figured them out somewhat.
Pirates, if you may see the coach they figure the reason they can't win Pirates coach le Pirates they play first half they go out second half they get hurt.
So you would say something
sometimes they go out and then sometimes they get hurt.
So you would talk
second
about
half,
game management.
and they can't manage the game ngamanye amagama bakhathana they call out and then bafike bakhathana ucheck and nini.
Very good point, because it happened with the Black Leopards as well. There was a point where Leopards were managing the game in Orlando better than the Pirates, sharing the ball, making Orlando Pirates chase the ball.
Me, sometimes I can say the danger for Orlando Pirates.
Sure.
The danger for Orlando Pirates. I mean, Junior is here, is played. He's that type of players. They are players who don't think far in the game. They think
of now.
I have the ball.
Yeah, they've got the ball, the pass here, the guy makes it around, they come here.
They can't think soon.
They don't think, like you said, manage the game. For me, why Orlando Pirates won't win the league is because they play more games and they've got lesser points than 2 top teams. So that the equation become a bit difficult, you know.
Another thing that I can say they can win again. Elinye point is strong.
Why they would win?
They score many goals sometimes. Sure. They've got 2 Ezusha is highly motivated. Kapatino Ukchelile ngathi play of the season mina ne player.
Oh yes, I remember. You mentioned that long time ago.
Sundowns. You highly motivated because uthola ukuthi bamphakela.
And I know he's your favorite player in like aggression.
Number 1, ngizwe my brother. Football you don't play with mental ngengqondo. Your brain or feet. No, football you need crack like he's got a big heart.
Yes.
It is never a attitude to and he can shoot with both feet. And on a balance, it doesn't often fully just often. You understand?
And rarely offside.
Yes. And he can time his run.
Sure.
He can time his run. You understand? And
it's faster than most defenders.
You understand?
Most of the time.
Yeah, and I'm players that he plays around him. Sebam understand. They know his strength. In most when I got the ball, he can run. You find him good way peg defense. Very, very. You understand? Yeah,
keep going. Why would Kaizer Chiefs win the league? I know obviously that's a favorite topic, Yabandu. I've said that I think there are too many weak teams in the Absa Premiership, and that's why in the bottom of the table they are like 4 teams on 20 points, all of them 4 or 5 teams on 20 points, potentially to be relegated. So I think Kaizer Chiefs, their style. I know Black Leopards held them. It was 1-1. I know they struggled against Golden Arrows, last minute goal, but I think there are too many weak teams. Maybe out of the 10 games, Chiefs could get 5 wins, and then maybe that could be enough for them to win the league. That's where I'm at. Why would they not win the league?
Everything you said, why Chiefs will win the league, is outside of Kaizer Chiefs. Let me bring you back to Kaizer Chiefs. One, Kaizer Chiefs, for me, they started a pre-season, and until now they still have the same coach, which means they had a prior preparation.
Sure.
So they knew what the team's supposed to go. Number two, in the beginning of the season, I told everybody from the 17th of June that Kaizer Chiefs will do better than any team. Is because when they went to the market to buy, they bought strikers.
Nurkovic.
They bought Norovic, they bought the young man from Zambia.
Oh yeah, Kambole.
Yeah. They bought back Castle, supposed to be leaving.
Yeah.
They
put him on transfer.
He was leaving, they bring him back. Yeah. So that told that they needed the team to have a kind of challenge going forward for people to get. So that's number two. Number three, they understood that for you to win a game in South Africa, you need your number 6 and number 8 to be strong.
Yeah, true. It's fine. It's fine. If spine is feeling
in South Africa, that's what you need.
Honestly, true. That's I agree.
Look at Mamelodi Sundowns.
That's why I'm crying about Chiefs every day. Yeah, it's fine.
Don't change it. Mamelodi Sundowns, you can do anything.
Yeah. You can close your eyes and say Jali and Kekana. You know what's
now it's Jali and Kekana. Yeah. They're there all the time.
All the time. And with the Pirates, Magaringe and Muswari, you can close your eyes.
There is a time, I will say, my apologies here, Orlando Pirates, when they won a double-triple, the team was made of Jali, Manisa in that position 6 and 7. Behind them, they had Mahmuta, they have Rakale, and you don't even remember the strikers.
Sure.
But they won that triple-double.
Yeah, like
Benson Mshlongo.
Yeah. Yes.
And Lehwati.
Yes.
They had those strong guys plus number 6, number 7.
Ujele on the right.
Yeah, Ujele was on the right. All right, let's keep it moving then. Why would Chiefs win or lose the league? Maybe let's talk about why they would win, because you've told everyone all the time when we go to matches, by predictable, they're very static, they don't have ball playing players.
Yeah, they can win the league. Yeah,
why would they win the league?
Yeah, very simple. Kaizer Chiefs, when they score, you go to back. It's not easy. If they score first, for you to come back, it's not easy. As a Shido, Chris, I agree. They don't have attitude to die. Chief doesn't. They're not playing well. But for Laba Corner Manji, they've got the character. Players that they bunny character.
Yeah.
You understand? If they score you, for you to come, give even Saturday. The Pirates will win. Mara de Masina allow Kaizer Chiefs to score.
Especially if Kune is there.
If Kune is
now
there.
You have Kune, you have Kasande, you have Norkovic.
It's gonna be tough because of if you score them. Like if they score you, I'm gonna go back over
it's very difficult.
Yeah, because it's gonna be tough.
All right, okay, let's wrap up the conversation then. I say Chiefs because of obvious reasons. I've stated my reasons. There are weak teams that they will play against. Maybe they will get 5 wins out of the last 10. What do you say? You've said Sundowns.
Sundowns will win, and Pirates can be under, like, truly speaking, they can come now, but surprise one. But I give it to Sundowns. But Pirates, make no mistake, for position 2 for me, Pirates I give them. Number 1, Sundowns will take it.
Number 1, Kaizer Chiefs are going to Champions League. Number 2, Mamelodi Sundowns Champions League. After winning the Champions League,
as a defending champion,
they're going to win it. Defending Champions League champion. Number 3, Beat Vest. Number 4, Orlando Pirates.
So there you go. Right? Agree or disagree? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for subscribing. We're growing big and fast. We're getting 3,000 subscribers very close. We're obviously wanting to get more subscribers. We want you to like or dislike the videos. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for all the comments as well. We really appreciate it. We'll try and bring you more football content. Thank you very much, Mr. Bongo.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Khanye.
Nice bringing this young man to me.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chris.